Have you ever wondered who Roland Garros was and why one of the most prestigious tennis tournaments is named after him? Today, we're embarking on a journey to quench this curiosity. We'll explore the intriguing life of Roland Garros, a man of great significance, and then we'll serve up the history of the French Open, a Grand Slam event that has become a global phenomenon. Born on October 6, 1888, Roland Garros hailed from the island of Réunion, a French territory in the Indian Ocean. His childhood was spent amidst the raw beauty of this tropical paradise. His early education took place in Paris, where he developed a fascination for the burgeoning world of technology and mechanics. This fascination soon found its outlet in the nascent field of aviation. The dawn of the 20th century was an exciting time for those with a passion for the sky. The Wright brothers had just made their historic flight a few years earlier, and the possibilities seemed endless. Garros was swept up in this wave of enthusiasm. He began to study aviation in earnest, learning about the principles of flight, the mechanics of aircraft, and the art of navigation. This was a time of pioneers, of dreamers who looked to the sky and saw not just the clouds, but the future. His passion for flight would lead him to become a pioneering aviator, setting the stage for his lasting legacy. Garros made his mark in aviation history with several impressive feats. He was a pioneer in the field, pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible. One of his most notable accomplishments was being the first person to fly across the Mediterranean Sea. This was a daring feat that took place in September of 1913, and it firmly established his reputation as a formidable aviator. During the First World War, Garros continued to make significant contributions. He was a military aviator and devised a way to fire through the propeller of his plane without damaging it, a major innovation in aerial warfare. This invention was a game changer, propelling the use of aircraft in combat to new heights. Garros's achievements are a testament to his skill, bravery, and ingenuity. He was a man who was not afraid to take risks and push the envelope, forever changing the course of aviation history. Sadly, Roland Garros's life was cut short during the First World War. Garros's promising career ended abruptly when he was shot down and killed in aerial combat on October 5, 1918. Aged just 29, he was participating in the Great War, fighting for his country, France. His untimely demise sent shockwaves through the nation, plunging it into mourning. Garros was not only a pioneer in aviation, but also a national hero. His death marked a tragic loss, a symbol of the many lives cut short by the war. Garros's death marked the end of an era, but his name would live on. An international tennis championship existed since 1891. In 1925, the French Tennis Federation established a new tournament, a grand stage on which to showcase the world's top tennis talents, and decided to name it after Garros. But this was more than just another competition. It was a tribute, a way to immortalize a national hero. They named it the French Open, but colloquially, it came to be known as Roland Garros, a name that resonated with historical significance and patriotic pride. The French Open represented a new era in tennis, a time when the sport was gaining global attention and popularity. But why name it after Roland Garros? Well, Garros embodied the spirit of the game. His tenacity, his courage, and his relentless pursuit of victory were qualities that the Federation wanted to instill in the tournament. Since then, the Roland Garros tournament has become one of the most prestigious events in international tennis. It's one of the four majors, with the US Open, the Australian Open, and UK's Wimbledon. It takes place on May-June, on clay courts, the most demanding surface. In 1927 was built an 18 clay court stadium, also named after Garros, on western Paris. The three biggest courts are the Philippe Chatrier Center Court, named after a former president of the Federation, the Suzanne Lenglen, named after the first world-famous female tennis player, and the Simone Mathieu, a French tennis player who won the French Open in 1938 and 1939. So, there you have it. Roland Garros, a man whose life story is as captivating as it is inspiring. Born to humble beginnings, he rose to become a pioneering aviator, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible in the early days of flight. His determination, courage, and innovative spirit not only made him a war hero, but also a significant figure in aviation history. But the legacy of Roland Garros extends beyond his daring exploits in the sky. His name is immortalized in the world of sports, specifically tennis, through the French Open, one of the most prestigious tournaments globally. The event, established in his honor, mirrors Garros's tenacity and spirit, embodying the fight and grit seen on its clay courts every year. In essence, Roland Garros epitomizes the spirit of adventure, innovation, and resilience, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire both in the skies and on the tennis courts. Roland Garros, a pioneering aviator, a war hero, and the namesake of one of the world's most prestigious tennis tournaments. Now we want to hear from you. Did you know the story of Roland Garros? What do you think about it? Let us know in the comments below.